A real world simulation, 4 layers of sweatshirt material followed by 3 inches of clear ballistics that represents hitting a pectoral muscle, followed by a 1/4 inch of medium density fiberboard that represents hitting ribs or sternum, 16 more inches of clear ballistics, and then another 1/4 inch medium density fiberboard at the back to represent hitting back ribs. So here's our rib simulation here, and honestly it's hard to tell the difference between these. I believe our 9mm is here. Actually no, our 9mm is this lowest shot here, and it was tumbling. So the 9mm hole is actually a little bit larger than these 45s because it was tumbling right away, which is interesting. So it lost a little bit of momentum there. I'm not trying to knock on the 9mm and be like, oh, it's junk. These are just terms that mean something. Lost a little momentum right away, and it started to wobble a little bit right here. As where the 45, it didn't wobble right away because there's a lot more mass. I'm not saying the 9mm is bad. I'm just saying that's something that happens. So our 9mm actually caught it, and it was stopped by this rib simulation here. So 19 inches of penetration with our 9mm. So that's actually perfect. It's a perfect amount of penetration. Our 45 ACP, I'll discount the second one here, just because it, even though they went to about the same depth, it didn't go through another hole. And here it is right there. Doesn't really look like it's tumbling at that point, even though the bullet is sideways at that point. So I think once it went through this back rib simulation, it started to tumble. So our 45 went a little bit further. It went to 21 inches of penetration. So my calculations on my real world simulation have been that, you know, if I go 3 inches past this back rib simulation, because there's going to be muscle and flesh on the back, which is going to, you know, be like 1.5 inches worth of muscle material, because it's half as dense as real flesh. So looking at this, it looks like they both wouldn't necessarily over penetrate, and that's not to be said for like NATO rounds that are 9mm flat point, stuff like that. But these cheap target 9mm are probably not going to over penetrate.